everyone. This is Joel at launchpadlegalmarketing.com, and today we have another plugin how-to and review video for you. So today we're going to be talking about preview links on blog posts or pages. So by default, when you create a post or a page and you want to save it as a draft, it will give you a preview link by default in WordPress where you can view it without the URL actually being live, just a temporary page URL or post URL. The problem is if you wanted to share that page with someone else, they would have to be logged in for that link to work. So sometimes maybe you're going to be sending a draft to a client or somebody else. They have to physically log into the site to preview that post, which is a few extra steps, and the problem is also if they're not a registered user of your website, perhaps maybe an editor or a client who doesn't have full login, or for whatever reason you want somebody to review, they're not going to have access to do so. So today we're going to be talking about a plugin called Public Post Preview, and it's a really simple one-click install, and it will allow you to share a draft page so that anybody else with that URL can now view the page or post without being logged into the website. So let's go ahead and take a look. We'll go ahead and work on a demo post here on our site, and if we just go to our posts and we take a look, we have a draft here, what it takes to keep a website running. So what I'm going to do is just grab some dummy text here, and we're going to go ahead and post that in, and we are going to save draft. So that is updating, and now we can, it will actually give us, see if we look at the permalink, but you look in the bottom corner of the screen down here, it'll show us that it's giving us a preview link. So if we look at it, it's going to show us P equals page number, preview equals true. So it's just a permalink that allows us to see the actual draft that we're looking at. The problem is if I take this link and I go into a web browser where I am not logged in, we should get a 404. This does not exist. So what we're going to do is show you that awesome plugin. So first what I want to do is do a Google search. It is Public Post Preview Plugin. It should be the first result, the WordPress.org plugins page, and if you want to go ahead and visit that, and we will see it here. It's by Dominic Schilling. It's been updated pretty regularly, and there's 70,000 plus active installs, so it's doing pretty well. And the WordPress version, we've done this on a couple sites and haven't had any issues. So let's go ahead and download this from WordPress.org. It's going to give us our zip file on the desktop. So what we're going to do is go back to, we'll do this in a new tab just so you can see. We'll leave the draft up. Let's go to our plugins page. And let's go ahead and add new. And we will do an upload. Let's choose our zip file that we downloaded to the desktop. Let's open that up. Do an install. And after this installs, we will activate plugin. And that is it. There aren't going to be any additional settings or configurations that we have to make right out of the box. This is going to work pretty much as intended. So as soon as this is done, let's hop over there. Okay, so we come down and we can see, here we are, Public Post Preview is active. So if I go back to my draft post, before I refresh the page, we're going to take a look over here at our publishing options. We can see that currently it is a draft. So let's do a refresh and keep an eye out over here on that. And then we can automatically see Enable Public Preview. So what I'm going to do is, that's where our option is. I'm going to select that, and it is going to give us a shareable URL. I'm going to click Save to save the setting that it is enabled for a public view. And then if we open that link, it's not going to be the default WordPress link. It's going to be a separate link that the plugin knows how to interpret and preview. So if we visit that, we can now see that not logged in, we can see a preview of that particular post. So easily enough, we do a Google search, public post preview. We visit the plugins page on WordPress.org. We download it. We upload it and activate it through our plugins, and then we have this new option to enable public preview, which you can now email or share with anybody else so that they can now preview, edit, make notes, review anything that they need to do. And then at that point, at any point, you can also just revoke that access by unenable, and we can see that flashing disabled, and you can revoke the access to that live preview as well. So if you have any questions, you can hop over to our website. We have the Actionable Tips tab, and that's going to be a feed of a lot more how-tos, some free tools, some plugin reviews, things that you can use and learn to get the most out of your WordPress site. Most of the stuff that we do on there is free. So again, thank you for watching.